Hey there, it's your career insider, Sindy Thomas. Welcome to Season 3 of the Insiders Career Club podcast, where industry professionals share the inside, and I've got that in air quotes, scoop on their careers. Listeners know that I'm an HR career professional who's been in TA for over 25 years. But did you also know that I coach clients and help them plan and grow their careers, manage career transitions, help refine your interviewing skills, or I can help you work on a job search strategy? Now, have you been passed over for a promotion or a raise? Maybe you're frustrated because you're interviewing but not getting the job offer. If that's happened to you, let me help you get back on track. Sign up for a free coaching call today with me at insiderscareerclub.com. Remember, it's possible for you to have a great and a fulfilling career. Let's get you the career you deserve. Now, don't go anywhere. Up next is a great podcast. Stay tuned. Hey there, Insider family. Happy New Year to you. Can you believe it's 2023 already? I can't. The year has flown by. And as a matter of fact, I'm recording this in December of 2022, so I still have a month to go. But it's gone by so quickly, it kind of makes your head spin. So we have experienced firsthand the Great Resignation last year and part of the year before, and now there's a new term called quiet quitting, which may also be affecting your organization. And it means that you can still be seriously understaffed, which can be a costly situation for your business. One way in which you can help stop bleeding talent from your employee roster is to come at it from a different angle by being an even better leader than you are now. Now, most of us come into the new year with a fresh resolve. Does that sound like you? Yeah? Well, this is a perfect time to review your leadership style and think about what improvements you can make. So in this podcast, we're going to cover 9 traits of exceptional leaders. And if you want to be better, stay tuned. Now, even if you think you're a very good leader, don't you want to be an exceptional leader? Am I hearing yeses all across the board out there? Well then, let's get to it, okay? Exceptional leaders. First thing is respect. They always respect their people, and they don't talk down to others. They don't make them feel insignificant. In fact, they treat people they treat them like human beings because they realize that people matter. Being a leader, you don't get respect. You have to earn it from those that you are leading. And when your team can believe that what you say aligns with what you'll do, then they'll respect and trust you. Giving respect also means that you give the professionals on your team the autonomy to do their jobs. You hired them. They're professionals. They know what they're doing. They have an expertise in whatever field they're in. Give them the time and respect to do their jobs. You need to create a supportive environment that also fosters excellence. You provide employees with opportunities to grow, to learn, and you give recognition and rewards when it's deserved. And you directly let them know that their work is appreciated. Number 2, authenticity. If you're an exceptional leader, you can't fake being authentic. If you aren't being real in your actions or your behavior, your actions won't ring true and others are going to sense it. Your team can tell when you're not being sincere and when you're just blowing smoke up their proverbial you-know-whats. Don't just go through the motions. Be honest. It helps you be relatable. You should also believe deeply in what you do, as well as knowing that what you're doing is important and it's the right thing to do. If you don't believe it, then maybe you shouldn't be doing it. Oprah Winfrey summed it up this way. Real integrity is doing the right thing, knowing that nobody's going to know whether you did it or not. Number 3 on the list is communication. Sometimes I think we take it for granted that great leaders are great communicators, but not everyone is. Great leaders talk to their people versus talking at their people. Their team knows and understands the company's mission, the value statements, and the culture because the leader has shared that with them. The team is clear on their defined goals, and they know what you expect of them and how their work will be evaluated. So it's important to note here, if you don't embody your culture or display a strong work ethic or show the commitment that you're asking of your employees, then all of your efforts to push that mission and culture, etc., is going to be a waste of time. So it's key here for you to think that remember to show, don't tell. Now, Steve Jobs shared this thought. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. Number 4 is humility. Keeping a humble mindset helps a leader stay grounded and close to their team. He or she understands that great work is accomplished by a team and not just one person. Staying humble helps you to remember to be generous in giving credit to your team when they deserve it. Don't take the credit for your team. Give your team the credit. Pride is concerned with who is right. Humility is concerned with what is right. Leadership First had this to say about it. At the heart of humility is a desire to serve and a dedication to helping others become great. And C.S. Lewis penned it this way. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. It's thinking of yourself less. Leaders are working toward the common good of the company and the employees and dovetailing those two things together so that the company and the people succeed. Number 5, accountability. Now, leaders who are remarkable, they hold themselves accountable. They report back on what they're doing. They let their team know what's going on in the company with the business. They also hold their team accountable for their actions as well as the results that they are going to achieve. Now, you have to be consistent. That's a big part of this. They also listen to their people and use that input as a guideline for their actions. Now, you may treat each employee differently, which is fine, but you also make sure to treat all of them in a manner that's fair. And it's important that when you make a mistake, you graciously admit it. It shows that you are vulnerable, and that makes you stronger to your team. Now, Bob Proctor, an author and lecturer, says accountability is the glue that holds the commitment to the result. And Simon Sinek says a great leader is to create an environment in which great ideas can happen. I've worked for one of the largest employers in California. In that company, the edits and edicts for change came down from on high every 2 weeks, sometimes every week. Now, if you're a leader, you don't want that because it confuses your employees and it reflects badly on you because your employers are thinking on the other end that you don't know what you're doing. So this is just a gentle reminder to be well thought out and deliberate in your management style. Number 6 on the list is leading by example. Now, exceptional leaders model the behavior they expect to see from their team. The best way to earn respect and trust and earn the right to lead others is to lead not just by your words, but by your example. When your team knows that you truly believe what you say, it will be because your actions are supporting your words. Then they will respect and trust you and truly start to follow you. Now, one of our founding fathers, John Quincy Adams, summed it up this way. If your actions inspire others to dream more and learn more and do more and become more, you are a leader. Now, nowhere in that quote did it say anything about a job title. If you don't have a job title, it doesn't mean that you're not a leader. There are many leaders within the organization, at every level, at the team and individual level. Anyone can be a leader. No title is required. Leadership is about making others better as a result of your presence and making sure that that impact lasts in your absence. Number 7 is empathy. Without empathy or being empathetic, a leader cannot build a great team or grow and nurture new leaders. You have an open door style, you're supportive, and you're there when your people need you. Empathy begins with understanding and the ability to share feelings with one another. Honestly, you let them know that they are not alone and you can listen without judgment. Not always an easy thing to do. Number 8 is being a visionary. Truly great leaders, well, they've got a talent for looking forward. They're thinking down the road while holding what's going on in mind. They're driven and inspired by what the future can become, and they use their vision to inspire their teams and keep them looking towards the future. They help their team believe that what they can create together is what they can achieve. Now, Robin Benincasa, keynote speaker, author, and athlete, summed it up this way. Don't show your teammates how amazing you are. You inspire them by showing them how amazing they are. Now, last on this list is care. A simple one, but so critical. An exceptional leader generally cares about their team. They realize that their team is made up of individuals, and they get to know them as people because they do care. Now, I have an example of this from my own work history. I was a director of talent in a small biopharmaceutical company. I like to get to work really early before everyone else, and I happened to meet the CEO on my own, maybe weeks later, because he knew who I was, and he knew that a certain individual that he knew was interviewing for a role or a position. He caught me in the hallway as we were going into the coffee room, and he said to me, "Oh, I understand so-and-so is interviewing for the role." I said, "Yes." And he said, "I really am interested in hearing what you think about him after the interview." Well, I got to tell you, that blew me away. It made me feel great. It made me feel that he respected me and respected what I did and thought highly of my opinion. And that's the way you want to make people feel. You tell them their work matters. You recognize and reward them. You inspire them to reach higher and defend them when needed. And you forgive them when they make mistakes. You help to develop them professionally and develop them as leaders. You open career doors for them and you don't hold them back. And you treat them fairly. And by investing in your team's personal and professional development, it solidifies your commitment to their success. It demonstrates that you value their contributions to the team and organization. And it also shows that you believe in their talent and potential. By helping your team improve and deepen their skills and abilities, you're going to increase the possibility of the team meeting your business goals. What leader does not want that to happen? Robert Louis Stevenson said this: "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant." That's Robert Louis Stevenson. One more. Leadership should be born out of the understanding of the needs of those who will be affected by it. Well, we've covered a lot of ground here in a short amount of time, and I hope that I've provoked you into giving some thought to what we've discussed. As you go into this brand spanking new year, think about these traits and commit to work on the things that you know you need to improve upon. This 3rd podcast season is my best one yet. I have some top-notch guests who are going to share about their career paths and offer advice, but they're also going to share their thoughts on leadership. The upcoming content is excellent, and I'm inviting you to continue listening and share this podcast with your colleagues and network, because leadership is part of the theme for this season. Stay tuned. Podcasts are released on the 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of every month. Thanks for listening, and your support's a blessing. If you enjoyed the podcast, give us a positive rating on Apple. It will help our podcast ranking on all the major sites like Apple, Google, Spotify, etc. We release new podcasts every 2 weeks on the first and third Wednesdays. Now your support is needed. Keep listening and share these career-changing podcasts with your friends, your family, your coworkers, and anyone else you feel it will bless. In addition to the major sites, they can also find these podcasts on my website at insiderscareerclub.com. Now, if you're not happy with your career, let me help you. I can help you get your career on track. Sign up for a free coaching call with me today. Before you go, let's speak victory over you. You have a bright future. Good breaks are looking for you, and new doors are about to swing wide open with opportunity. Believe it. Until next time, take care.